I don't think there's any question anymore about importance. It's what we do next. I mean, really, it's mission critical, or farmers are going to go out of business. And it could be one of the causal factors that's causing farmers to go out of business. Jason Kronemeyer. I live here in Bruce Township in Chippewa County, Michigan. I've been a resident citizen here my whole life. I am the director of IT for the Eastern Upper Peninsula Intermediate School District, which I have the responsibility of ensuring that students throughout the three counties are connected for learning, both inside the school and outside the school. We always had that focus of, yes, we can provide students a high quality experience at school, but if they can't connect to their learning when they leave the school, it is a decelerator in how fast a student can learn. Because we don't have the resources. You know, Bruce Township doesn't have the resources to work on a big problem, but if we work all collectively versus independently, we can get big things done.
While nutrition and farming consume most of the discussions surrounding the Farm Bill, there's also a good chunk of funding in the legislation that goes toward rural development. These rural development dollars fund programs including rural electrification, support for small businesses, and broadband.
Farmers would never get connected without the Farm Bill. But the Farm Bill didn't really provide any real benefit to our area until the pandemic. So once the pandemic happened, and then you created this urgency across all sectors of all functions of government to say, oh, this is a critical need in our area, this is a critical need in our area, this is a critical need in our area, and you start saying, oh, there's money, there's funds in the Farm Bill for infrastructure, there's funds in the Rural Digital Opportunity Fund for broadband, there's the Infrastructure and Jobs Act, there's different funding programs that have similar goals for healthcare and transportation. So you look at it from all aspects of what that infrastructure can support.
According to the Michigan High-Speed Internet Office, over 200,000 households in the state lack access to quality, affordable broadband.
You know, we have our wetlands, we have our forests, we have our fisheries and our wildlife. How do we get this critical utility to everybody that lives here? And that's what makes us what's called a high-cost area.
Access to high-speed internet is an issue that affects so many facets of rural life, including education, marketing agricultural products, and accessing healthcare. For many Michiganders, this necessity is out of reach.
Communities won't prosper. Entering the fourth industrial revolution, the communities will not prosper if they are not connected.
Governor Gretchen Whitmer established the Michigan High-Speed Internet Office in 2021. The office is preparing for hundreds of millions of dollars in federal broadband investments. These investments will soon become a reality, including $1.5 billion for Michigan as part of the Federal Infrastructure Investment and Jobs Act.
If we don't want to perpetuate the disadvantage, we need to make sure that the policies going forward are to end that disadvantage. The importance conversation, it took a pandemic to create importance. I don't think anybody will disagree that broadband's important now. Now it's what we do next as far as policymakers and communities to end that disadvantage that rural has endured for so long. The Farm Bill is most equipped to support the farmer. You know, digital literacy, these affordability programs. The Farm Bill, because it's overseen by the USDA, the Farm Bill is most equipped to end the disadvantage for farmers and the agricultural community. It's important to stay informed. It's important to engage within your community. You know, stay informed, engage within your community, let your local, your legislative representatives, help them understand what your unique need is, and get involved, because staying informed gets you involved, and it ensures that your voice is heard, regardless of where the investment's coming from. The more involved you are, the higher the probability of success.
We can leverage rural development programs in the Farm Bill to provide access to broadband, but these programs must be adequately funded.
Schools need to be concerned about access to the internet. Healthcare needs to be concerned about access to the internet. Counties need to be concerned about access to the internet, because that's where 911 and emergency services are going. We'll get there. But we got to get to every address first. The first thing you got to do is get to every 911 service address. If you don't get to every 911 service address, you'll never get there. And farms have 911 service addresses too. That's our responsibility, to make sure that our citizens can access government services and ensure that they're safe.